Topuria in the front right here, other side, right here, right here. Obviously, a lot of people were vying for this spot, being side A of this historic card. I guess, what does it say about you that the UFC is trusting you for such a marquee event in a historic moment?
Honestly, I don't know what it says about me. I'm just so grateful with the UFC and with Dana, with everyone that was involved in this event that gave me this huge opportunity. And the only thing I can say is thank you, and I really appreciate it.
And standing opposite you is justingaethje, obviously one of the most, maybe the most exciting fighter that has ever stepped into the UFC octagon. What are you expecting from Justin, and how can you possibly prepare for someone where a lot of their opponents just don't look the same after fighting Justin?
Listen, one thing I know for a fact is that he never fought with someone like me. And the only thing that I want from Justin is to him to show up in the event, and I'm going to do the rest. You know what I mean?
Question for Justin, right here. Obviously, everyone wanted this main event spot. You're the American in this historic card at the White House. You essentially manifested this. In January, you said beat Patty, unify against Ilia. You got what you wanted. I guess, what are the emotions now before this historic event?
Yeah, it is an absolute dream come true. From where I come from, we all come from somewhere, but I come from the middle of nowhere, and to represent this country on this level, at this moment in my career is something that I could have never dreamt of. My first fight ever was outside, and one of my last fights will be outside. So it's a crazy life. I'm gonna be so ready. I'm so ready to put it on the line. I don't give a f if he beats me, doesn't beat me, doesn't matter. I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna try to knock this motherfucker out. I will be throwing missiles on the White House lawn on June 14th. I promise you that.
And, you know, a lot of people say this run that Ilia's on might be the best 3 wins we've ever seen in the UFC. You fought all of the great lightweights of the world. How does Ilia stack up compared to your past opponents?
Yeah, I think he's my second toughest test ever, next to Khabib. But yeah, those three knockouts, Volkanovski, Holloway, Oliveira, yeah, legendary. So it's just going to make this win that much more spectacular.
Can you confirm that? And then from Justin and Ilia, just your thoughts on that and potentially having to prepare for another man should something happen here, which of course we're hoping does not.
Yes, true.
I have no thoughts.
Me personally, I don't care who I'm going to have in front. June 14, I'm going to break his job in the first minute, rather if it's Arman or Justin.
Last one for me, for Ilia Topuria. Ilia, obviously you got to go to the Oval Office the other day, and it seemed like you were enjoying being around President Trump, a couple of laughs at some of his comments. What was that experience like, and why were you finding it so amusing?
It was so amazing to having the President of the United States in front. And as I told him, I never expect him to be so kind, and he was aware about everyone, so I don't know, it was a great experience. It was so nice. And can't wait to get back in there and win in fashion.